I have a little situation going on. He said, my friend and I are on the same cell phone bill. He said, and I had this cell phone and I dropped it in a bucket of water. He said, so I dried it out, did everything to it, and he said, and I fixed it, and it started working again. He said, so I set it on my cabinet. He said, well then, like, he wasn't worried about it. He was just paying the bill and, leaving it alone. A few months later, his friend came to him and was like, why do you do that to me? And he was like, why did I do what? He said, somebody had run my cell phone bill up $1,400. And then he started thinking, and he went to go get the cell phone, and it wasn't there. And he was trying to tell this man, I promise I did not do that. And he started crying and stuff. And so I started praying, and God took me to this. So if you would turn to Genesis 2 and 19. And it reads, out of the ground the Lord formed every beast in the field and every bird in the air, and brought them to Adam to see what he would call them. And whatever Adam called every living creature, that was its name. So Adam gave the names to all the cattle, to all the birds, and to every beast. But for Adam there was not found a helper for him. But as I begin to read this, y'all may sit down, God gave me this title to speak tonight. And if you would look at your neighbor, because you got to prophesy to your neighbor. And tell your neighbor, name your situation.
Name your situation.
And watch it become just that.
And watch it become just that.
Look at your neighbor again and tell him, I double dog dare you.
I double dog dare you.
And so as this man was just sitting there talking, that scripture came to me where he told Adam, God was telling Adam, I have given you the power to name these animals, and whatever you name this animal, it will become. Not what anybody else named it. Adam, I have given the power inside of you to name the animals. And so the man was just talking, and then they was just talking. I was just sitting back. Because I'm very observant. And I was just sitting back, and then I told the man, I said, have you named your situation? Yeah. And he was like, I said, you sitting there praying about it. You sitting there crying about it. Yeah, I'm not saying all that don't work, but have you named your situation?
Yeah.
So many times we sit and praying about it, crying about it. It's keeping us up at night. We can't do this because it's still on us. But God had given us the power that we could name something and not even have to worry about it. I devil dog dare you to name a situation and see if God don't come and handle it.
That's right.
And so I said, have you named your situation? And he was like, well, no, I prayed about it. I said, but have you named your situation? No, I cried about it. No, have you named your situation? I pleaded with the man and told him don't call the cops. I said, have you named your situation? Well, I did all this and that, but have you named your situation? And I guess it finally clicked with him. Because after I said it so many times, he started saying, and God now, I want this, God. I don't want to have to pay no bills, God, because I didn't even have to do it and stuff like that. And so I was like, he finally got it, so I walked off and wasn't worried about it. Then the next week, it snowed pretty bad, and so we didn't have the meeting. And so the next week, I was like, man, I want to go see Brother Eddie. His name Brother Eddie. I said, man, I wonder what God did for him. Because see, we got to know what we speak, and it's going to happen. We can't just be speaking to just be speaking.
That's right.
You got to know. And then I was telling somebody, it's not even bad to put a timeline on your situation. You can say, God, now I need $500 and I need it in 2 weeks, God. And in 2 weeks, I'm going to have $500. And I know I'm going to have it.
That's right.
It's not bad to put a timeline.
That's right.
And so I went and he wasn't there. And so I was like, where Brother Eddie at? They was like, he's sick. And I was like, man, I'm going to wait till next week. I went and seen him, and I was like, how you doing, Brother Eddie? He said, oh, I'm doing good. But this day, he had a light to him. Like, he was glowing, so I knew something had to happen. And so I was like, what happened with the situation? He said, I just told God what I wanted him to do, and I called the cops, and they went to Sprint, and Sprint paid it off. I didn't even have to pay it. And that happened in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
We have the power to name our situations, and it shall become what we name it. Then in Proverbs 18 and 21, it said, death and life is in the power of the tongue.
That's right.
But people always try to use it as death is in the power of the tongue. Don't speak death. You know, death is in the... But we have the power to speak life.
That's right.
We have the power to speak life into our situation.
That's right.
And we had a situation this week about my uncle. They tried to say, you know,
You better come on.
they tried to say he had passed away and tried to speak death over him and stuff like that. But I told my mama, I said because it's weird characteristics about, I just observed stuff. And they called and said he had passed away. And like usually when somebody passed away, I tell my mama, I said, it's all foggy and gloomy outside. And my mama they say, you know, they wiping on their footprints and stuff like that. But it was a bright sunny day. I said, ooh, something weird about this. And then they called and said he was on the ventilator, and they said he had, you know, they was going to take him off the ventilator and had 30 minutes to live. And then I was just like thinking, I was like, man, do you know what you could do within 30 minutes to a person? In prayer? If you in right standing with God like that, you can't ask what you will and within 30 minutes. And so I didn't even pray out loud. I told my mama I was praying in myself. I said, Mama, you know, everybody tell me I have the gift of faith. I told God, I said, God, if you can't use their faith, you could use my faith. I said, God, if it's some unbelievers in there, God, don't even let them be noticed, God. God, I want you to look at my faith, God, because I'm speaking life into this situation, God. And he is going to raise up, and he is going to walk, and in the next phone call we get, he going to be talking to us, and he going to... Now let me tell y'all something. In the next phone call we got, he wasn't talking to us. Now you can't tell me God can't do what he said he gonna do. Because he didn't already prove himself too much to us.
That's right.
To be an unbeliever. Nobody can't come and tell me that God can't work out a situation within 30 minutes. Because sometimes God has to bring stuff to you to show you stuff. I was even telling my uncle, I didn't even tell him the message. I said, you see, Uncle? I said, you see all this going on? I said, you know how they say when you get a message, God has to walk you through it before you speak it? I said, I ain't going to even tell you my message. I said, I'm going to just wait till Sunday. I said, but yeah, I'm going to have to walk this thing today.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
And then I was at church last night and was pondering on it, and then he took me to when the man came to Jesus to come and heal the servant. And Jesus said, I'll come and heal the servant. But he said, no, I'm not worthy of that. He said, I know if you speak it.
That's right.
If you just speak, you don't even have to come. If you speak it, I know when I get there I'll be healed. But what did they say? We were made in God's likeness.
That's
in his image. So anything that Jesus was on this earth doing, we should do even greater work. Jesus didn't even have to go touch the man. All he had to do is speak it. Sometimes we ain't even got to go touch our situation. Sometimes we could just be sitting at the house and say, God, I don't feel like tripping with these folks today at work, God. When I get to work, God, it ain't going to be no tripping today, God. It ain't going to be none of that today. When I walk in the door, God, ain't none of it. I double dog there, y'all. like going to work. So when I walk in the door, I want peace.
Okay.
I don't want all that, you know what I'm saying? I don't want all that stuff. Today I just want peace.
That's right.
Tell me God won't give you peace when you
That's
walk in the work.
Hallelujah.
Tell me why them folks won't be tripping. Even if you work at the hospital, I ain't work at the hospital. It won't be no deaths that night. It won't be no emergencies that night.
That's
You'll
right.
just be chilling like it ain't even been this peaceful enough.
That's right. That's it.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
That's
Thank
it.
you, God.
Hey!
In 1 Timothy 2:2, God said He honored those who walk in authority.
That's right. That's
He
right.
honored those who walk in what He called them to walk in. That's why. And then the man was preaching last night. He said some people is soft. I'm not saying you ain't saved, but some people gotta have a hard shell where they don't take nothing.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's
Don't
it.
take no mess
That's it.
because God said He honors those who walk in authority.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
How many people want to be honored by God? How many people want to be honored by God? I'm not in this thing for friends.
That's
I'm
right.
not in this thing for fame. I'm
That's
not in
right.
this thing
That's
for
right. That's
fortune.
it. That's right.
I don't care who don't like me after I rebuke them and go on about my
That's right.
business.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Thank you, Lord.
Because God said He honors us like that.
That's right.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, Jesus.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
I devil dog dare you.
I
devil dog dare you. Watch it work.
That's good.
Watch
That's
it work.
That's it.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
I said that's why it's so great to be in right standing with God.
That's right.
Ain't it so great when you could go to God and say, God, today I need this. Even when my mama said when she moved to Amarillo and you know we had family there, but you know she had just moved to Amarillo and some nights we didn't have stuff to eat. And some nights we didn't have stuff to we didn't have gas to go get nothing to eat and stuff like that. But you can't tell me one night we starved.
Glory. Awesome, God.
I said my mama car ain't even never ran out of gas.
Thank you, Jesus.
That's right.
And she didn't have money to put gas. Because my mama taught me you could speak it and watch it work.
Yes.
My mama even taught me when I used to tell her, Mama, this test gonna be hard. I don't think I'm gonna pass it. She said, you better speak to that test. And she always tell me, you better pray before you take that test. When you grab that test, you better say, Lord, I'm passing this today. And this ain't gonna be a problem.
That's it.
Oh my God.
And you know, God has given us the authority to not even settle for nothing.
That's
Live.
right. That's right.
Not even no man or a woman.
That's right. Come on.
Amen. Come on now.
Thank you, God.
Come on now. Come on now.
Not even a man or a woman.
Come on now. Speak it. Speak it, Jesus.
Come on, God has given us.
Speak, Jesus.
Even last night, even the other night when the lady was up there speaking, she said some what's it called? We settle too much because we think, oh, that's the preacher over there, so I'm gonna get with him. But you don't know, your man is back there and he is more powerful than the preacher. God just had to raise him up. And the preacher over there shacking with everybody in the church.
Look at God.
You don't have to settle. Feeling like you need a man because everybody else got a man, so I need to go ahead and get me a man. And men too, I need to go ahead and get me a wife, you know. But God given us